Hi there, Massy here, coach, strategist and author of a few books, and welcome to my mini video series where I'm teaching you some of the stuff that I've learned along the way in coaching for 10 plus years. And this is for those that are interested in getting into the coaching space, whether that's full-time, part-time, or as part of the normal professional environment that you're working in, and just having coaching as one of the skills you bring to your organization. So this is an interesting presentation. It's this how to handle rejection and failure. So maybe this is more applicable to those people that are looking at becoming full-time or part-time coaches, and the feeling of handling rejection, the feeling of handling failure. And we all have probably got a different relationship with this thing called failure. I generally say, and I love this in neurolinguistics programming, NLP, one of the presuppositions is there's no such thing as failure, there's only feedback. So I'll go into this conversation right now with you to say that's one of the most principal things. If you can integrate that, infuse that into your being, so it's not just an intellectual thing, there's no such thing as failure, there's only feedback. If you can internalize that, it changes this whole relationship with everything that you may have been fearful of for the fear of failure around stepping into that particular thing. So when it comes to coaching, like if you step into it and realize at the start of this journey, you're going to be an amateur. And you know, I often joke around with some of my clients and say, I would like to reach out to the first client I ever had and give them a refund, because I probably did a really crap job. It's realizing that we start where we start. So when you start where you start, being okay with that, and the idea that every single coaching session you have, you're going to get better and better and better and better, because you're going to get feedback from those. And some of that feedback might be positive, and we don't want to get too caught up in the positive side of things and only, feeling good if we're getting that positive feedback. Because sometimes you'll get some negative feedback. In fact, I can 100% guarantee you'll get some negative feedback. You'll learn from that. And the learning from that negative feedback, for example, might be this isn't your demographic. This isn't your client. Your feedback might be you didn't show up with this high vibrational energy. You didn't show up well enough. You need to do some more work on yourself. The feedback might be you didn't leave enough time for this conversation to stretch into where it needed to go. The feedback might be you needed to end the conversation at that point rather than try and stretch it out. Like, there's always feedback coming back. So we don't see that negative feedback from someone as negative feedback, I'm a failure. We see it as feedback, and we take out of that what we can. Now, one of the things as a coach, and with anyone in business, and particularly any entrepreneur or solopreneur, you are going to talk directly to your customers. And you are going to put a lot of work into some things and create this offer that you think is absolutely awesome, and someone's going to say no. Maybe you have a coaching session with someone, and you have this coaching session, and maybe it's an unpaid coaching session so someone can get the experience of this coaching experience, and you have that and you think they're so into it, they got so much out of it, and then you put a proposal to them to work with you for 3 months and they say no. There are going to be countless times where someone says no to an offer that you propose to them. It's inevitable. So it's getting comfortable with this idea that you put this proposal out and they will say yes or no. And it's not necessarily a reflection of whether you're good or bad. Maybe there's some feedback in this. You might need to restructure your proposal in a different way. You might need to up your game so you get better results for people. You might need to make it more clear about what it is that someone may get out of a coaching relationship with you, what's in it for them. Maybe there's some different things there. But if we go into this process realizing there's going to be a whole bunch of time where you put a proposal to someone, you make an offer to someone, and they're going to say no. If we can handle that and be non-attached to the no, then we can just go about our business. You will find some people will want to work with you and some people won't want to work with you. Some people will love you, some people will be neutral on you, and some people won't be able to stand you. That's the inevitability. And because we're working so closely, so openly with people, we need to make sure we resonate. So you don't want to coerce anyone into working with you if they're not the right fit for you. So if someone says no, you might have a conversation to say, is it the proposal I put to you? Do you want something smaller? Do you want something longer? Do you want more contact time? Do you want less contact time? Is it a price thing? And maybe you have that conversation to find out where it is and get that feedback and use that feedback to move forward. My final piece, the summary, is be okay with rejection. Be okay with getting that feedback. Learn and grow as a result of it, and be prepared in advance as you go on this coaching journey that there will be people that say no. And there will be people that say you suck, and be okay with that. You're not the right fit for everyone. You're the right fit for the right people. Okay, so there you go. If you'd like to ask me any questions about that, go deeper on it. If you'd like to have a conversation with me, talk to me about potential of working as an apprentice. I take about 2 apprentices per year, so I'd like to make sure we're the right fit, so there'll be a conversation back and forth, and there's no hard sells for me, because again, I want to make sure that the right relationship is there. So just check out my contact pages, or there's probably some details down below to reach out to me. Let's start the conversation and see if we're a good fit working together. So hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are on this beautiful, gorgeous, incredible planet of ours. Have a great day and take care.